Bigfoot. What do you think? Is Bigfoot real or not? And you don't have to know the answer because none of us do. It's just what do you really think?
I mean,
yeah,
he's right here.
No, I don't know. I think honestly, I think Bigfoot might have just been like an escaped orangutan or something like that. Something like,
and there's just one, or is there?
I don't know. Like that. Well, I did see something recently that like someone took a picture of a Bigfoot and they were like, look at this, like we found it or whatever, and or video or something, and they actually said like there was no faking in it or something.
There was are you thinking of the famous 1967 Patterson film?
No, not it was new. It was actually like newer. Recent. Yeah,
okay.
This and they gave it to like but the thing is like I don't know. It could be. It might be some weird hyper intelligent being that just lives in the woods and it stalks people and stuff like that. And people go missing all the time, so you don't really know. Like it could grab someone off a trail and just
that might be the Wendigo
eat them or something. Maybe, who knows? I mean, the thing is too, like when you look at like old, like there's those old weird animals that were in between dinosaurs and humans, like the giant horses and weird sloths and stuff like that.
Yeah, like the big capybara.
Yeah. And it's like you don't know if like maybe one of those things is still around because I mean, look at like things like turtles and crocodiles that live to be like, the
this coelacanth was basically like finding a living dinosaur when they found that. That was like in the 30s, I think.
That's the thing. But
we're not talking about lake monsters. We'll get to that another time.
It could just be some weird, and also too, there's so many areas of the earth that like people have never been to and have never even discovered certain species of animals and stuff like that.
That's kind of like the movie The Abyss. Like you don't know what's down there.
Yeah. Or Descent, like too. Like, did you ever see that? Where it's like the weird bat people that live in the caves, and it's like these people that go.
The Descent. That's a great movie.
Yeah, that scared the shit out of me too. Like 'cause that part when the cave. Yeah, I feel like the movie was scary even before the bat people showed up.
It was, yeah.
When they were in the cave,
when they were trapped. When she's climbing through.
Oh my god, scared the crap out of me.
Like it caves in.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like you don't know if. With all the uncharted parts of Earth and under the water, there's those giant fucking squids and shit.
I mean, the thing is, Bigfoot lies in the woods. It's usually the woods, unless it's the Yeti in the Himalayas. And
this is like the Pacific Northwest Sasquatchy.
Yeah, traditionally, it's more like it's big in Portland. I remember we went to the Portland Gaming Expo. Yep. Bigfoot was everywhere. Yeah, and we were just like. Wow, I guess Bigfoot's really popular.
Because Harry and the Hendersons took place in, wasn't that Seattle?
South of Seattle.
Yeah, that's where they lived. And I remember when we went there too, I was like, wow, this literally looks like Harry and the Hendersons when you get to the neighborhoods and stuff in Seattle.
North Carolina, I went to Orlando in May, and I drove down from Pennsylvania because why not?
Yeah.
And I stopped at all this crazy stuff on the way. Almost died a few times. Talk about that later. And I almost fell in a sinkhole where a nuclear bomb was dropped on America accidentally, but it didn't blow up. I fell in the hole. Anyway.
Oh. Okay.
So I stopped in Littleton, North Carolina. There is the Cryptological and Zoological Museum. And they have like a giant Bigfoot, and they have like the prints, and they have a map where they've been seeing it in the area. So I guess Bigfoot moved from Seattle to North Carolina. Cheaper living, makes sense.
I mean, there could be just more than one.
Well, there's got there's got to be if there's like if it's been alive for all these
It might just imagine this, like imagine something with comparable intelligence to us. That doesn't want to go near a person, that lives in the woods, that could easily know, that knows all the places about it. Like, it's almost like, imagine if you were hiding in your house and something was there and you were stalking, so you know all the places to hide. So maybe we just haven't seen them. Maybe they are just really good at hiding and they know each inch of the woods.
Yeah, but how many would you need to make a stable population enough to reproduce?
Maybe they just live really long. Because if you think about it, they're not taking in certain things like humans do. Like, look at what's it called? Orangutans live to be like.
No, humans are the longest living primate.
No, but I thought they lived to be like pretty
but not
old and shit.
Yeah, but you're talking about ones that live for hundreds.
But that's the thing
I think it's got to be a family. It's got to be a lot of them. It's got to be a whole enough to to live. See, this is there's two things. Like I'm going to say something in support of it and something not in support. And the part that's not in support is just the fact that how the hell have we not proven it beyond any doubt by this point? Because, I mean, I've always gone with the belief that just because you haven't proved it doesn't mean you've disproved it. Like in Michael Crichton's The Lost World, there's a quote in there that I always remembered where it's absence of proof is not proof of absence. And I always lived by that. But after so long, I mean, come on. Just find a dead one. Jeez, like seriously, after all this time, they've never found. Don't you think somebody could have
maybe they bury their dead and like that's the thing. They could be, super intelligent like that.
Like by now, you couldn't find like a single one, or like even like a piece of one.
I don't know, Kieran. You know a little too much about. Or it's like
even if you did, what if another one's around and it just kills you?
Or can't somebody just genetically create one so we can say it's real now?
Of what genetic material? You can't just make
That's true. You can't just I guess clone it, but you could maybe.
I don't know, clone it from something. But so I find that after, as a kid, I'm all about this. I believe it. But now as I've gotten older, I'm like, okay, come on. Like, but at this point, don't you think that we could have just found it?
Wait, so you're so bored that you would like scientists to genetically mix superhumans and orangutans or something and just drop them off in the woods so you can have a Bigfoot?